you feel that, guys? That's that 5D frequency. The solar flash is here. It has arrived. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Spirit School. I'm going to try to talk through this because both of my ears are ringing right now and it hasn't stopped. But that's not going to stop me from coming on here to let you guys know. Chills already. That it is here and it is currently being integrated into Gaia's energetic grid, and with the help of many different types of beings and high dimensional beings, cosmic brothers and sisters, the GFL, solidifying the 5D consciousness here on Gaia. And it had to happen this way, y'all. This was the best way for the best outcome for humanity and Gaia, for everything to unfold the way it is right now. It's all part of this timeline and all serves a purpose. Okay? So a few days ago, I had mentioned that I was channeling. It was before the alien stuff, the UFO vision I had, and then that crop circle popped up, and then that Brazilian psychic. So I had mentioned in that video that I had another download message that I ended up typing out of my notes in my phone because they were coming in so quickly. So I'm just going to read some of that. I showed the image earlier about the Schumann resonance and these energies coming in. It's not like we've never had solar flares before. Solar flares happen all the time here. But the difference is these ascension waves that have been coming in since COVID happened, right? Since 2019. So many people have made so many changes in their lives since then. It comes with light codes, specific divine light codes to help you with your ascension here, and also to recalibrate your body, your energetic system, which also holds a lot of emotions that has not been healed, which ultimately affects your energetic field. So when these ascension waves come in, this is the final third one. Like I mentioned, it came in threes for a reason, because 3 is a very powerful number. This final one is bringing at this moment just super deep heart activation. I mentioned the 26,000 year cycle began on Easter, ushering it in through the Christ consciousness, through Yeshua, my Lyran family, along with that, assisting with it as well. So this is where we're at right now. All that heart space energy, it is filling you up and also Gaia up right now. So now I'm just going to read through what I wrote, the downloads that I received, and we'll just take it from there. I am really trying to do this through these physical reactions I'm getting from these waves coming in. But it is split into 2 different earths. So it's 3D and 5D. This solidified both timelines or earths. But the other side will merge eventually. The more they create boundaries against this new energy, the more it's going to intensify. They're going to be extra emotional. Things not working out for them even more than before. They'll feel disconnected, sad, lost. Nothing goes according to plan. And for people that are in the 5D, you will see them clearly, the ones who are connecting with this 5D frequency versus the ones that are not. It's going to be literally like night and day, complete opposites. And you'll be able to pick up on that. So when they speak ill or react or act in a way, you will be able to see their energy is imbalanced and there's a lot of unhealed issues going on within them. So you'll be able to recognize that more, as opposed to maybe in the past you thought like, damn, this person has like a fucking problem with some shit. You know what I mean? Like, or they have against me and they don't like me. You're going to now see them with clarity through your third eye, saying, okay, this person has a lot that they need to work through. That's where the compassion component comes in when it comes to this heart space energy. Compassion for others, right? Huge, massive pillar when it comes to this heart space energy. One of the top 3 on the list, if not like the top 2. You're going to see they are speaking from a dense and misaligned place. For those that are going to awaken, they're going to open up their curiosity to spirituality, what energy means, frequencies, etc. Reconnects with spirit at a deeper level, not surface level. Right now, it's going as planned as the split timelines have happened. This needs to be the foundational start to ease everyone into this 5D. This brings balance without it becoming chaotic. Okay, and then everyone's like, well, why can't everything flip at once and everyone just be in this 5D energy? We're on this higher plane now. You can't do that because it destabilizes human civilization, because everyone has been running under this system for thousands of years, not just now. It is deep-rooted and needs to be removed and switched piece by piece. And this is where I mentioned I'm seeing a Jenga game. Building on top of what's already been built will make it crumble. You know how you keep on stacking the pieces up on the Jenga tower, eventually it can come down? You take it down brick by brick, but in this case, the balanced energy. Changing all at once is too jarring for people's energetic and emotional capacity, and will bring more destruction because people who have yet to heal would come into power working from a spiteful, vengeful energy and will have that desire for power. It will rear its ugly head again. It needs to be dismantled piece by piece so everyone can see the truth in all things that's been hidden and sit with it and decide for themselves whether they want to continue with this life with the way things have been running or not. But these 2 earths, the 3D is eventually going to merge with the 5D when disclosure comes. As years go on, it's going to become even more blatant that there's more to this world than meets the eye. This is how the people that are still in 3D will feel. That is to say, it's not everyone's fault. Humanity has been conditioned to be fearful, not trusting when something good is happening. So it's about deprogramming from that as well. Even with the alien disclosure, some people still won't believe. But that will change in time, as this timeline we're in leads to the entire planet being synchronized in energetic alignment with the same frequency. Some people are more awakened than others at the moment, and that's the way it is. So this is where my spirit and star team sort of jumped in, and it was a collective message, including myself. But from them, you'll hear parts of them in here. We are all observing the energies come in, and with the big solar flash energetic wave, many people will be called to search and do things that make them feel good, happy, aligned, and the biggest of them all, at peace. Building a relationship with God, the divine, and spirit. Less logic, more connection. Everything is anchoring in. This was all leading to this point right now. First was the breakdown through COVID. Forced internalization, pausing. Second was more focused on physical upgrades. Even deeper release and more refined alignment. Those waves have set the foundation for this. The final one, this one, is essentially the beginning of the new Gaia. How the future of Gaia and humanity will be structured that will lead into the next generations, and so on and so on. This is very similar to ancient Egypt when Atlantis fell and it was being rebuilt, but this time correctly, without interference. We have learned in Atlantis and Egypt humanity's quirks, triggers, behaviors, and choices. This is why this way, slow and steady, instead of all at once, is the best way. In the past, when our cosmic brothers and sisters would touch down on Earth and integrate with humanity immediately or visit pharaohs or leaders, this is a steady unraveling that will bring results. Humanity is ready, and the solar flash to usher in the foundational beginnings of a new cycle on Earth. All is well, dear ones. We are with you, and we love you. They're very excited for the GFL and our cosmic brothers and sisters is the reunion. For us finally to be not introduced, but reintroduced to each other as it once was back in the day during ancient times, where they helped with so much with humanity and civilization on Gaia. They instilled and provided so much knowledge, tools, and you know, we're made up of all different types of these ET DNA. So it's just a beautiful time, beautiful moment for them too, to finally be able to have that relationship with human beings again. So I got that heavily. So it was here when we were talking about like the 3D and the 5D, is I was seeing like those two energies stacked on Gaia. So sort of like one is vibrating higher than the other. So think of it as like, you ever, you know, on a stereo, one of the old school stereos, or even on the sound waves, if you're looking at a control board or something like that, you'll see like the red sound waves and like yellow sound waves go up and down. The red is where the 3D energy is, and the yellow wave is the 5D energy. So right now Earth is like vibrating like that, both at the same time. Very freaking interesting. None of this could have happened, like the introduction to our cosmic brothers and sisters could not happen until after this final ascension wave. Everyone will, the big amount of the population, civilization around the world needed to be in this heart energy to be able to receive and be open-minded to the idea that we are not alone in this universe. Be expanded enough within their consciousness to be able to accept it when it happens as well. So could not have been done prior to. And I also have to correct myself about something. Now we're speaking about our ETs, our cosmic brothers and sisters, that I said in previous videos that like lizard beings were bad, but I need to make sure I mention this, that not all of them are bad. I mean, a good chunk of them are, but not all of them are. That's also to say to not to be naive when it comes to ETs, because there are ones out there that are malevolent. We are being introduced to the good ones, but the bad ones do exist. So when you think of like aliens or what have you, they're coming here, like they're certainly low vibrational ones. And that's also for me to bring up because the Lyrans made that mistake. They are a very high vibrational, high dimensional beings. When the Orion Wars happened, because of their huge hearts, right? And seeing the good in other people, never interacted with a low vibrational being. When these Dracos came in, they thought that they were going to honor whatever it is they were going to do. And instead, they slaughtered all the millions of Lyrans and blew up the planets all around the star system. So they learned huge lesson during that time about that because they see themselves very spiritual. Everyone's connected to one another, you know, everyone is not would never do something like that to another being. Well, they were, you know, mistaken by that. So that's such something to bring up to you guys as we are being introduced to more beings, okay? And just the idea of interdimensional ones. And mind you, just because they're interdimensional does not mean they're not low vibrational, just like the Dracos. The Dracos are very intelligent. They know all about the laws of the universe. They know about the laws of energy. They know how to travel from portal to portal, from universe to universe. They know all about technological advancements, weaponry, all the things. But they're low vibrational. So just something to think about. When it comes to high vibration, and this final ascension wave that's here right now. Yeshua has his hands all over it, y'all. He is flooding Gaia with so much heart spaced energy. He's been doing this since Easter. I mentioned that in the other videos and my past videos with the new 26,000 year cycle, but this Christ consciousness is just being poured all over Gaia right now, into Gaia's vibration and into us. So if you're not feeling your heart activated yet, it is going to become activated. There's just so much of that coming in. Not only, I mentioned in the first video that there are different types of beings helping us, but need to especially shout out dragons. The dragons right now are playing their part, interweaving and transmuting the energies that are coming in with whatever's here already, and helping to bring this high vibrational 5D frequency here onto Gaia, while at the same time making sure that it can still work with this 3D energy. And the same thing with the Lyran Council of Light. They're adding a lot of frequencies to add to the resonance of Gaia to make sure that all the energies are harmonious here, because we are into different frequencies on Gaia right now, which is unprecedented. We have 3D and then we have 5D. Normally, when it comes to a planet, there's one vibration going on, but here there's two going on simultaneously. So this is a very delicate process. But other than that, y'all, everyone is clapping up there in the cosmos. They're cheering. We did it. Star seeds, all of you out there, you've helped along the way as well. Dark forces were trying everything to prevent this energetic shift from happening. They were unsuccessful. We held the vibration. Now Gaia and humanity gets to see what it looks like when their destiny is fulfilled, because it's on the way.